This is a Spider-Man story that I think has never been told before. So here we go. Spider-Man swings through the New York City streets, getting ready to help someone out, when suddenly a news report catches his attention. On the TV screen, a reporter is talking about a new series of robberies that have been happening all over the city. But what's interesting about these robberies is that the only thing the robber takes is petty cash, loose change, and small bills. And it seems like they're hitting the same place every single night. Now, Spider-Man knows that with great power comes great responsibility. And this sounds like a job for Spider-Man. He swings down to street level and gets ready to follow the trail of this strange robber when suddenly he sees him. He's standing in front of a hot dog stand. He's putting a $20 bill into a donation jar and then taking some coins out of it and putting them into his pocket. Spider-Man can't believe what he's seeing. Could this be the guy from the news report? The man turns around and looks at Spider-Man. It's not really clear if he recognizes him or not, but he does seem a little nervous. As Spider-Man gets closer, he can see that the man has a limp, and he seems to be missing a few screws. Not only that, but there's something very familiar about his face, but Spider-Man just can't put his finger on it. The man tries to run off, but Spider-Man is too quick for him. He shoots a web at the man and then pulls him back towards him. The man falls to his knees and begs Spider-Man for mercy. He says that he doesn't want to go back to prison and that he's already got a lot of bad memories there. Starts rambling off about how he didn't mean to hurt anyone and that he was only trying to make a living. But as he says this, Spider-Man notices that there is a newspaper on the ground nearby with the headline reading, "Masked Marauder Strikes Again." The man from the article had a limp and was a known small-time crook with a possible connection to a larger criminal organization. When the police arrived on the scene, they found the man with no memory of who he was. Couldn't even remember his own name. But Spider-Man felt something wasn't right. He looked at the picture of the man in the article and compared it to the one in front of him. Something about the shape of his head, the way his hair curled, or the size of his ears seemed familiar. But Peter couldn't figure out where he'd seen him before. So Spider-Man did what any good superhero would do. Took the unconscious villain back to his apartment to recover and try to figure out who he was. But when he got back, he found out that Aunt May had taken it upon herself to bring in a cat for the day, since she thought it would cheer Peter up. Just so happened to be a black cat. I guess that meant it was a supervillain. Okay. But then the two of them heard a crash in the other room and went to go check it out. They found the cat sitting innocently on top of the fridge while a vase lay on the ground nearby, having been knocked off its shelf. But then the forgotten villain started to stir. He sat up and asked, "Who am I?" He then turned to see the cat on the fridge and said, "So you're the one who destroyed my time machine?" Then he remembered who he was. He was a villain who had been hired by a mysterious figure to steal a device from the future that would allow him to manipulate time itself. He had traveled back to the present day, but he had been injured during the battle with Spider-Man and had lost his memory. He knew that he had to get back to his own time before Spider-Man figured out who he was and stopped him. So he tried to make a run for it. But before he could get very far, Spider-Man shot a web at him and pulled him back. In the end, Spider-Man chose not to reveal the villain's identity to the public. After all, the guy had no memory of his villainous deeds. So Spider-Man just told the authorities that they should put him away for a long time, as the cops took the villain away. He looked back at Spider-Man and said, "You may have won this battle, Spider-Man, but I know things about you that you don't even remember. Things about why you became Spider-Man and who your first enemy really was. And one day I will reveal them." Spider-Man was shocked. Did this guy really know things about him that he didn't even remember? And if so, what were they? Now, unfortunately, we never found out because this was a dream I had last night and I just woke up.